do the whole
Yo, what up,
podcast like
everybody?
this?
So,
It's Dicky time. It's Dicky time.
it's that big fat cock. Damn.
Yo, I would buy like a stuffed animal that had that as it's like alert. You pull it and it goes, yo, what the fuck's going on? Like aggressively swears
People
at you.
just really not be using a lot of auto-tune anymore.
They don't. Well, it's because it got buried into the ground for like 5 years in a straight. Everybody used it, and so people just got mad, and it became this like. You could probably turn it off.
Oh yeah, shit, fuck.
You can probably
Turn this shit off. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we were having a lot of fun just fucking around.
But yeah, like it really like 2009 to like 2014, it like was just buried into the music. Like everybody was using autotune, and then I think everyone like started equating autotune to a lack of being able to sing because of how much it started getting used. Mm-hmm. And so everyone just associates, because when people hear pitch correction, they always go, auto-tune, that's disgusting, you're fake. Right? Not understanding that Melodyne is like used very oftenly and commonly in music. It's just that, that sounds, like auto-tune. It gets that little like, woo, like the forced, pitch shift thing. And then people associate it with that negative era where it was just so popular when people were putting it into like mainstream music because they like couldn't sing instead of like the cool, like when Panic at the Disco did it a couple times, it was pretty cool, like artistically,
Mm-hmm.
it like worked out, and that was like the original intent behind it. But then I feel like it just got this really big negative connotation because it's so fun, and it's fun to hear it. I mean, like it's just artistically a cool sound.
Yeah.
We out here defending autotune for our first podcast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am 100% endorsing autotune for future artists.
Advocate of autotune.
Like it's the same way I feel about like coontails. Like, why the fuck did girls stop doing coontails?
Dude, honestly, respect. Why did they stop doing coontails?
Bro, those were so fucking sick.
I know it sounds a little racist if you don't know what that is, but I remember saying that on stream one time, and someone was like, what the fuck did you just say? I'm like, no, raccoon, like, because it's striped like a raccoon's tail. But that sounds mad
People
uncool.
Be so close-minded.
Like, yo, did you see lights in her new raccoon tail? Like, that sounds
so
super
weird.
lame.
Yeah.
Sounds like some furry shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely does.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Dicky. Welcome to the first episode of DickeyTime. We got my boy, Justin here.
Ew.
If you don't know him, he's a good friend of mine, as well as the guitarist in my band, For the Likes of You. And we're going to be out here just talking about biscuits and music and what have you.
All that good shit.
All the good shit. We adamantly defended autotune for the first 2 minutes, and then we're going to talk about some up-and-coming artist shit that we've been super into and other... I don't know, whatever kind of just pops into our head. We have a musical-based episode in mind for you today, though.
Yeah.
Take the floor, Jeb.
All right, so I feel like if we're going like in this weekly basis of like what's happening like currently in the underground right now of hardcore.
In the underground. Down under.
Insanely underground. We got to talk about the new End song. They just released what appears to be their second, the beginning to their second, most likely EP. I'm assuming they're going to keep it short like their last record.
Is this the first single off the EP?
I don't know. It literally came out so suddenly that it's just like...
I do know that the music video is mad fucking sick.
Oh yeah,
it's
very
cool. Story elements.
It's definitely a new song. It's called Pariah.
It straight up looks like like Crypt TV made this music video.
Yeah.
So today we brought up End and their new song Pariah, mostly because of the music video. We thought it really hit a different note than you kind of see in the current music meta, if you will, the current metal meta. It's a very like story-driven video, really cool visuals, really awesome story behind it. There's like no band shots at all in it, which is a big thing that I would like to see brought back more of is these performance pieces, like the stories being told. Like even if you don't understand what's being said through the vocals, if you see this story like unfolding before you, you can kind of like figure out the metaphor or like the meaning behind it, It provides a much more like inclusive watch. Like I would rewatch this because I could like would show people this and be like, yo, did you see how sick this end music video was? Very creative, like kind of creepy and cool atmosphere. You know, there's like shaky handheld cam and shit. Like it's very akin to like horror even.
Oh yeah.
And it's just it's cool. Like it shows that it's about the music and whatever is being said because there's no members in the music video, you know, and it's just actors. It's about the point of the feeling of the song.
They literally like hired a director. They were just like, here's our song. Like we trust you. Like do this video. You know, like these are just like, you know, like this is what the song's about. These are the lyrics. You know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love shit like that. It's so cool.
Very cool. I'm hyped on there's like this new wave of like aesthetic on stage that is kind of coming up again. This like wave that Alex Terrible kind of started with the Slaughter to Prevail Satan child mask and stuff. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing lately people kind of dipping back into that, and I'm so into it. Like I love the idea of theatrics coming back. Like I think that's a big reason that Japan's music scene is so fucking cool right now. Because they can creatively, like even the metal and stuff, they can creatively do so many leaps and go for stuff artistically and not have to worry about people being like, that was really weird or silly, or I'm going to make fun of it because it's different. Yeah. And that's such a problem we have here in America is that people are just like, that's not a normal thing I listen to. Ha I don't think I like that. Rather than being like, whoa, that was so unique and different. What a crazy thing to put there. Like all this like Devil Oof and Crystal Lake shit. That, like the Zima Papa, shit like that.
I was pretty blown away with
what a fun idea.
Crystal Lake's music video for Aeon was like
so creative.
Exactly. Like they were for the longest time, but I think it was because they were really trying to market to American audiences. Mm-hmm. It was just like the kind of standard like performance music video thing,
right?
Which was great. Like they had fucking insane crowds and shit. But I mean, like as you go on, they start like doing more like nature shots of like just live shots.
Apollo was the first one that, was it Apollo?
Prometheus was the cave shot.
Yeah, the one with like the crazy. That one is so beautiful. Yeah, that was like the first one that really brought the attention to them, like which shows I think a lot to how important music videos can be. Like it's beyond just a piece of content. Like you know, it is great to have those filler videos where you're like, oh, here's a song, you know, and sometimes the song is just good enough it doesn't need the video to carry it. But man, when there is a cool, and look, it shows 4.4 million views on Apollo versus like a lot of the other ones. And like a lot of these other songs are better than Apollo, but because Apollo is so visually appealing, it has that retention value where people are like, dude, look at how sick this is. Like that's a video people go to, other bands go to and go, hey, I want to replicate or like get a similar look to this. Yeah, Prometheus and Apollo like really stood out in visuals. Yeah, the location choices and stuff.
Yeah, this is the shit that got me thinking about like wanting to shoot music videos out in the woods and shit. Just creepy places, you know?
Also, this is a crazy thing.
This is a crazy cave.
The vocalist, like this is usually when I watch music videos and the vocalist does not have a microphone, it's like mad cringy feeling. And they're like screaming the lyrics, you know, they don't. Him in the cave, I didn't even sort of like once while watching this think it was cringy.
Yeah, it just felt like
it just feels so like he's so committed. Like that was another thing I was talking about, the commitment. Like he's not like, oh, I hope the cameraman doesn't laugh at me for, you know, like I feel that so much when I watch like these chugcore, you know, music videos and stuff where you see the vocalist like make like his eyes like move away from like like he looks at the camera and then looks the other way and it's kind of looks nervous, or all the band members are trying their hardest not to look at the camera, you know, and then you got dudes like this that just are performing, like they're so committed to just this is what I want to do here. Like,
for real. This is the kind of like the talent in this band just tells me that like they literally like wake up every day and instead of working, they legitimately just like practice for multiple hours. On their instrument. You know, like their parents probably were just like, all right, son, like, if this is what you really want to do, you can do it. But like, seriously, like you're going to be on the street if you don't fucking do it.
You better do it right. Like you better fucking crush it. Man, this location's cool. That cave shit.
It's so sick, man.
Love that.
Yeah.
Mad horny.
That's a cool thing to like talk about though too, is like what entails a good place to shoot like out like in nature or the street, you know, like
I think a lot of it has to do with the directing and stuff, like knowing the lighting and whatnot.
But like a cool location is always essential, I feel like, right?
Well, not. I feel like you could make areas that aren't that cool.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like
guess.
this cave would be like if amateurs went there, it would be so poorly lit. Like you probably couldn't even see any of the definition. Look how well lit that cave is. Like they brought some lights for that, or the cave was already pre-lit. But like this one, like there's so like I feel like an amateur band would go in there and just have these like one. I brought a floodlight and it just now you have like a beam light shot. And it just loses all that feeling of like, man, this cave looks really pretty and it's like wide. He goes from the ground up and he shoots upwards and the vocalist is performing over the camera so you can really see how wide and like long the cave is and shit. And if you get like the wrong type of director in there or you got to try to do it yourself or something, you could totally flop the location. Yeah, no doubt. Not get its full potential. Or like, using those big cliffside areas and not having a drone. Like a lot of the times it's just like, man, we all want to see it. We all want to see that wide shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Dude, I think I haven't seen like somebody should go to the Alps.
The Alps, yeah.
I'm trying to see a
that's
band
a
go to
great
the Alps.
Splat.
Splat. It's no blez, it's a splat.
Shit.
Splat.
Yeah. Oh, that was a fucking
cave
sick
shots.
shot. Yeah.
The burning. They like dropped like a book on fire in front of the cave.
Fire, and then like hits water, but like actually on like the shot where there's like water, so it's just like this weird just effect. I don't know. I fucking love this shit too. They bring like a projector in a white room, Mm-hmm. Okay, the fire on the drums was a little cringe, but I mean, that's acceptable. Yeah. Like they were trying to just be like genuine and like use real fire. Mm-hmm. Like, but I could just clearly fucking tell that shit was like just gas station lighter fluid.
It's just for like literally one shot.
Shit.
It doesn't linger or anything. It's just him hitting it. Like, that was like the final shot.
Dude, you know who we have to talk about? I completely forgot about, I never forgot. I fucking love this band, but like Falsifier, like that is a fucking great example of a band that just, why the fuck have they not broken through other than the fact that like, they aren't like down in LA, just like bouncing back and forth between Vegas and like, just like.
I think a big issue is probably lack of content. Like I think they had a lot of hype for like a whole year or two with like Choke and what's the one song?
The one song. Yeah, that fucking
that
hard
whole album.
song.
Like that album was pretty fire. And then it's been like 2 years. It's been like 2 years since that.
No, that's been, dude, you've been playing like a lot of video games or something because that EP has been out for fucking ever, man.
Well, this came out 2 years ago. Was this not?
This is, no, this is not on that. Nope. No.
Well, I saw 2017, so I just was like,
we're talking about the song
like 2.5 years ago.
R.I.D. By Falsifier.
Rest in the dirty.
Yeah. That. Please don't judge. The last song I had on my Spotify that I was listening to was Hostage. But trust me, it was just kind of like played through.
It's really funny that Lorna Shore is really respected, and now that Tom's in Chelsea Green, like you have to like, don't make fun of me.
I don't actually listen to fucking Chelsea.
I don't listen to Chelsea Green. It was just on there.
Dude, it used to be like that. They had a point when it was just like. You listen to fucking Chelsea Grin.
It was when the Lilith EP came out.
Oh yeah,
that was the era.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That really tore the fan base in two.
Yeah. Shit.
World Demise. That fucking.
Yeah,
album,
this was the record that I was like, I thought they were really gonna like start running shit, but something happened. Like I remember they toured it, and like they played like low cap venues or
Remember when you told me that this was an EP and there's 10 songs?
No, dude, that's the album. This is the EP I'm telling you about.
Rest in Dirt.
Oh yeah, that's from 2017, but I Am Death is from.
Oh okay, I see
2016, bro.
Okay.
That shit's like
2016. Damn,
dude, I know.
Why
That's
is
like I'm still
wild.
like kind of nervous because I can't find my hair straightener. Like. Like, damn, how am I going to pull up, like, to the show without my hair fucking,
looking fly?
I got to be emo hottie boy. Like, what's good,
There is no other emo hottie boy or die.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, Falsifier, I think just, they just took too long of a break. Because they had the hype. I think Body Snatcher rolled in and kind of took their hype.
Dude, yeah.
Because they just, Body Snatcher came out swinging. And
I never saw them really... I never really saw them like going there for some reason, but they've definitely come like a lot farther.
Yeah, Body Snatcher really has improved a ton. Their newer sound is very sick.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm not like the craziest about it personally.
See, I think it's definitely it's unarguably better than their other stuff.
Yeah. Haven't they? How many members have they gone through now? I feel like they've gone through like literally the entire lineup except for their vocalist.
I don't know. It's definitely not for a while. Like
it's not for a while.
It hasn't been for a while that they've like gone through a member. I mean,
man. Yeah, I remember. I think the only time like I really got super into Body Snatcher was when they first came out. I think it was that first EP they did. I don't even fucking remember what it is called. Shit. Was that even a sentence? Oh yeah, no, it was Abandonment. Yeah, that.
The Chuck Corey EP.
Yeah, this shit slapped. But oh man, kind of looking back at this. This is just like I'm looking at this, but I remember like even my band, like we were doing this shit. We had like for our Facebook banner like something like this, you know. Another band that like fucking like I feel like really started like this like image of Facebook banners.
Chill on the likes. Said one sentence and 8 of the words were like.
Oh shit! Am I really just overdoing it over here?
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry. Fuck. Sometimes I just be thinking too hard. Fuck. But yeah, like.
don't let it derail you. I just wanted to say you're abusing it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
So, but Body
I get
Snatcher.
what you're saying, though, the point of it being that it's like of the times, I think, more so. Like, this was the look, you know? Like, chugcore was very huge in this upbringing at, like, this time period. Like, 2015, 2016, like, even 14. That, like, 3-year period, it was like, yo, if you're not on chugcore, you're not the deathcore, you know, underground people. Like, if you're not on our chugcore playlist, you're not doing it right. Like, that was the vibe. So I feel like this like image of this Abandonment EP is very indicative of the time. Even the symbol thing, like deathcore definitely, like Oceano, like I feel like really hit, like pushed that onto bands. Not like that they were like, you must do this, but they were like, you know, they had that Drippy Moon, and then other deathcore bands were like, what? Like, what's going on here? That's pretty shit.
Devil Wears Prada also, I feel like really kind of like saw that before everyone else.
And obviously logos like have been a thing for a while, but more so I'm just saying in deathcore, you know, King 810.
No, I'm thinking.
The album,
I'm thinking
818.
That's a weird. My brain literally just skipped right. Like the second, like I'm thinking of the Devil Wears Prada's 810 record, and like 818. For some reason I just have to say like King before.
The Devil Wears Prada King 818. 818.
Yeah, 818. Yeah, that's what it was. 818 was.
818.
Yeah. Shit.
Fuck yeah, shit.
Oh, just the numbers. I just typed just 818 on YouTube, and we just got a bunch of fucking cars, like
area code.
Just these like middle-aged dudes that have nothing going on in their lives. They're just like, yeah, my family doesn't love me, but like I've sold everything for this car. I really want to be loved.
The mortgage is 2 months past due, but man, this German dune buggy sure is sick.
I tell all my friends I'm very happy because look at the car.
Man, I'm only happy in summertime when I can drive my convertible.
Yeah, why the fuck did I say 810? It's definitely 818, yeah. Shit. Jeez.
Hey, you ever just roll up?
Yeah.
Your sleeves because you don't want them to get dirty.
My sleeves. Oh no, he's touching me.
Oh, please, Mr. Wabbit, you're hurting me.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's back.
It's not on his channel though. Somebody we-uploaded it to Wabbit season.
Thank fucking God. Bless their soul. All right, so we were talking about Devil Wears Prada last.
Not like for much purpose. It was just that they had a logo.
That was the only reason. But I think that's an interesting thing, like in regards to like where like hardcore and shit went from there. You know, like in terms of like the way people are now portraying themselves live. The way that
I think it's like a point of just marketing evolving. Like everyone kind of just adjusting with marketing as it grows. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like I hate to say market 4 times in a row, but the market keeps changing, and as it does, artists adapt, whether it be intentional or not, the environment changes, and then we as the people, it's like all a stepping like ladder, like a pyramid, going up. It's like all of us on the bottom trying to crawl up the top, so we're just following the person that's a little bit bigger than us, like what they did. Like, oh, what worked for them? Okay, well, we'll all do that, and then trying to work your way up the top.
Yeah.
So yeah, with the whole logo branding thing, I think it was like each genre had a different time period where that really became big for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like, remember the Windbreaker era? Like,
oh yeah,
Fit for a
Dude,
King was like the metalcore band for Windbreaker core. Like, they were like the group.
Dude, shit. I have a Dissimulator Windbreaker in this room with us right now.
It went from like the really heavy metalcore bands, and then deathcore and beatdown kind of was like took it, and then they like killed it.
I specifically remember Oceano. Actually, that was their stage. Costumes.
The purple crescent moon.
They all wore their signature like windbreakers. Mm-hmm. That sick ass fucking purple.
Yeah.
They capitalized on that pretty well too. Like the dark purple color.
That was a sick look. A
lot of people started copying it right after that. I saw it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just like makes sense.
Definitely
looks fucking slick.
Yeah, looks sick and it's selling.
Yeah, and who the fuck doesn't want like a nice ass windbreaker like on the real? Like everyone wants that. The only reason you're not making them is because you don't know who to fucking talk to print and fucking merch, dumbass.
Or there's one guy in the band who's like, I wouldn't wear long sleeves.
Talk to people. Damn.
Talk to people. I don't read books. I talk to people.
What the fuck is a book?
This virus is bad, sure, but I wouldn't let it stop my small business. I said one day, I'm going to own the Jets. You know what I did?
Own the Jets.
Well, I don't really own the Jets, but, like, I got a story that'll convince you I do.
Jesus. Oh, man.
I'm always right if I can convince you.
Jeez, man. Yeah. That's just... Yeah, that's too relatable. What else is like a weird thing like that people do like in terms of like trying to keep people down like in the music industry from surpassing them? Like
telling people that you got to pay your dues when you're a sick band.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's so many times that I feel like I've just been big suited by somebody because they're like, well, I see that your streams are really well for somebody that hasn't been active in a very long time, but noticed you haven't done a bunch of DIY tours in the past year. So it's like, but look at our online numbers. Like, don't you think that we should build an online audience before we go to, venues and play for people? So that we can play for a more guaranteed audience, and it's like, that's not how we do this, Bucko. You must give us a record of 10 tours.
People are so detached now. It's like they don't realize that like in this like this is an actual thing. Like people don't just like go to fucking venues now anymore. It's like, if you're going to a venue, it's because you're going to meet up with people that dress the way you do, have the common like political agenda or something, like a place where there's going to be multiple people like you, so you can like, have physical like connection with like something that's not just through a screen. Because realistically, like everyone now, it's like before I go do anything in the real world, like I need to make sure it's like cool online, like people really, I don't know. They don't try new things much anymore, and I think that's why you have such a, like why especially like something like screamo or hardcore metalcore, why it's so like looked at like taboo is because like people don't have enough bandwidth for just like all that culture.
I think it's like more of an exposure thing, really. Like it was kind of what we were talking about even earlier about people making fun of things that are just outside of their normal everyday life. Like if you're raised to only know certain things and then you see somebody else doing a thing that isn't that, like I can make fun of that because it's not what I do every day. Mm-hmm. That's such a younger kid thing to do. Like growing up, if nobody tells you that or there's no like guiding hand to show you that that's not like how that doesn't make it funny just because it's something you wouldn't do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like because of that, it shamed a lot of people for a long time from trying different things. You know, you can't, like, you know what you know, and then you can't step outside of that because you're making, you know, you've lived to the point to be like, that's weird. Like, I would never try that. That's very weird, unless somebody basically forces you to try it.
Yeah.
And open your mind to it. Like, so many people I went to high school with used to make fun of the music I listened to all of the time. Like, literally, like, the first word that they would hear, they'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, oh my god, he's what the
Yeah.
oh, is this some Schmeagol shit?
Schmeagol shit.
And then those same people now are like, dude, bro, I love, like, fucking Day to Remember, like, new older stuff. I'm like, really into it right now. Or, oh, did you hear new Ice Nine Kills, dude? I fucking love it. Like, they like love metalcore now. I'm like, oh, why do you like it? I'm like, oh, you know, the lyrics like kind of just like hit me like different, you know, like now that I'm older and more like ready to, I don't know, like talk to my emotions, I guess. It like kind of like relates to me more. I'm like, so do you feel bad about making fun of me in school, you know, for like that's such a bummer that people go through that, like thinking that they're not allowed to like other things because they're weird, and then thinking that like, oh, well, that makes you weird because it's different. It's just this weird cycle that could easily be broken had somebody just been like, hey, you can all just like what you like. You don't have to ridicule and shame each other. You can just be happy. Like, it doesn't have to be all misery.
What you mean I can make decisions for myself? What?
What the fuck? Well, that's a fucking bummer about the parent thing. I think a big reason is that all that guilt and shame put onto us by our working class ass parents, you know, just like questioning shit and then being yelled at, like, stop overanalyzing, don't question me, like, you'll understand when you're older. That type of shit. It was like, so basically you're just not gonna raise me, huh?
Yeah.
You're just gonna I just gotta figure this out. All right, sick.
That's so fucking funny.
And that's why everybody sucks.
Yeah.
For a lot of it. There's just no guidance, and then we're adults.
Yeah.
And then there's no learning, and then we have kids, and then we do the same thing.
Dude, you know what I saw the other day? Like, I was on a bike ride.
I saw a pigeon eating an old man.
Dude, that would be way fucking cooler than this story.
Like, yo, get his ass pigeon.
Oh, damn.
It's been a long time coming.
I don't even want to tell this story now, but like, I gotta, because it's just so important for like.
Is it sad?
No, it's hope. It's hope for once in this fucked up dark world, Austin.
Can you sing it to me with auto-tune?
Yeah, I can sing it to you in auto-tune.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
You think I would just come to the party without my fucking
my guitar loaded?
Oh shit!
Oh, can you turn mine on too?
Oh fuck!
I want to be your hype man.
Okay, yeah, you can be my hype man. Hype bitch.
You didn't expect for us to bring two guitars.
Oh shit!
I got an acoustic, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I was invited to this party through someone that you guys hardly know. So I'm the friend of a friend of a friend, and I brought a guitar. Hope you don't mind. Check out my band.
Damn.
Thanks. I'll be here
Shit.
for another 30 minutes.
All right, yeah. So, what was going down was
what was going down?
I was biking through Safeway.
The safest
And
way.
I saw two emo kids in the parking lot. Like, I'm talking like little kids. Like,
Little ass kids
it gave
in
me
the
this sense of like, thank God I'm not alone. Like, I'm not gonna be the last fucking emo kid to exist. Yeah.
I honestly think that a lot. I'm like, emo's gotta be dead by now. Then it's not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it like blew me away. Like,
dude, you know what I rocked in high school that I've never seen replicated, which really makes me feel bad about myself.
What? Tell me.
Is it? Well, okay, so I had a couple of fresh, young, hip friends. You know, I was given a black card in high school. That was like, you know, I was part
fucking
of
black card.
Yeah, dude, I got an honorary black card.
Some people don't know what fucking cards are anymore.
I never had to use it, but what do you mean some people don't know what the cards are?
Yeah, that's a weird thing. Like, I've talked
What
to
are you talking about?
multiple people my age.
Everyone has a debit card.
Oh, I'm talking about like flip your card and like elementary school shit.
Oh, I was like, what are you fucking talking about?
Dude,
People don't know what
you said
cards
you had
are.
to flip your card to black, right?
No, and what the no, I said I was given a black card. I didn't.
Yeah.
Like by a black people.
Oh. Whoa.
Like a racial, like they were like, you're a fucking homie.
Okay,
like
so
here's
this is
a black
now high
card.
school. Like.
It was high school. I was telling a high school
like,
story.
Oh shit! I thought we were talking like elementary for a second.
I don't remember the initial point of my story now.
Dude, yeah. How the fuck did we talk?
Well, I had a good point,
we were
but
talking
then
about
we
emo
were
kids.
derailed by this
Auto-tune.
your fucking lack of paying attention to what I was saying.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I don't remember what we were talking about now.
Fuck. Damn.
Fuck damn.
Things just happen like that sometimes. But thank God, like I can just always flip the auto tune back on.
Thank God. Mine's not there.
Shit. I know. I'm not a fucking mastermind, Austin, but it's there now. So please.
It's too late.
No, it's not.
It's too late. You already made me sing flat on fucking the podcast. Just I can't.
Well, you see, so the funny
No,
thing.
I don't want to sing.
So we're looking at this music video right now, and I'm just trying to like compare it to the last music video that they did in terms of like their image, kind of like being connected with every song, and I'm just not feeling it on this one.
Safely back.
It's the same. So we're talking about
This is the DIY issue I was talking about.
All love to this band, but like this, the music video, Left to Suffer's Burden.
All right, can we talk about too that if you're being suffocated by a single layer of grocery bags,
There's no
just
way.
bite it. Just fucking tear it with your teeth.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not. If you suck hard enough, I guarantee you'll just pull a hole through it. I see that shit all the time in fucking these weird music videos where they do that. Like, I'm suffocating on a fucking grocery bag. Like, you can literally tear that with your mouth.
Jesus Christ, for real. What a fucking loser.
What a fucking loser, he says.
Damn.
He says with a grimace in his voice, a scowl on his brow, holding with intent the thoughts that he has been harboring.
Man, we got fucking...
Minas Morgul.
Oh,
yeah.
wait, is this...
Code Orange. New Code Orange. God, I can't say
Yeah,
it. New Code
Orange.
Orange.
Can we talk
has been
about...
fun.
This is like this is an hour long.
What is this?
I think it's either like a documentary on the music video for Swallowing the Rabbit Hole, or it's like...
Is it like a mini movie?
This might be a fucking movie, man. This is... No.
Oh, it's a live set.
Oh, it's a live performance. They're just playing like
It's like an introduction to it.
Okay, shit. That's kind of fucking sick. Damn.
Yeah,
Code Orange is
has
doing
been
live
killing it
videos now.
recently. I've always
Live
been a fan of
DVDs.
their. I've never been a huge fan of their vocalists.
Wow, this is weird.
But instrumentally, man, it's so sick. Their new shit has been so fun.
Mm-hmm.
That one
Yeah, I
animated
definitely
video
agree.
that they put out with the bass player is singing at the beginning. Da-da! That song is such a groove. It's got this like grunge ass sound to it. Reminds me of like early Seattle's like music. Very, very, really cool sound. I haven't heard in a long time. And I guess what are they called? Are they metalcore? Like, or what are they considered?
I would definitely...
Everything's metalcore at this point.
Yeah.
Everything that is like massively consumed that has a little bit of metal in it is metalcore.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so weird to see like just over the years like how underground metalcore actually was to like how mainstream it is now almost. Like I'll see that shit.
Fusion or genre fusion has been a big change up in the past 5 years. Like this,
I mean
this trap metal thing that's been coming out recently.
Very
past couple years.
Yeah, like literally all these fucking. Like millions and millions of streams, like
Billions
artists,
and billions.
like are just fucking wearing like Full of Hell shirts or something like that, or.
Dude, Scarlord started a fucking revolution.
Scarlord,
man.
great example. Yeah,
he started a huge revolution.
Yeah,
poor guy too. He had like a niche going, and then he completely changed his sound and style because he was like upset that everyone was copying.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say too that Post Malone is also pretty responsible for like the.
Dude, he created an entire genre.
Yeah.
Of R&B, like that flowy. Yeah.
It's
like change up the there's like one central melody, but they change up the like the other melodies like all the time. It's not super repetitive. Like that was a really big wave that we went through recently.
Yeah.
But these past like 3, even 4 years have been this like change up where everyone's kind of doing flows that are faster and more melodic. And post, is definitely a huge reason. And that fucking that vibrato, it's like not the right vibrato. It's like the all jaw vibrato. It's like your cold vibrato.
Man.
And I've been seeing that a ton in music recently. Like Jake Hill has just become Post Malone.
Dude, yeah.
In his newer songs.
I
like it,
I
but
saw
it's
you were
just so
listening
weird.
to his shit earlier today. Yeah, you're bumping him pretty heavy too.
Yeah, Nicole really likes him. That was probably Nicole that was listening to it. But
that's an artist that I am very interested to see like how like female audiences receive, because I feel like that's a very male heavy like fan base.
It used to
for
be.
some reason,
A lot of girls fuck with his softer shit. That sounds really funny.
Well,
what do proctologists and Jake Hill fans have in common? They love soft shit.
Soft shit. Damn, fucking Lamb of God out here just capitalizing on the coronavirus. Fucking, they just put out 2 weeks ago. Lamb of God put out a song titled Memento Mori. Just like, okay, yeah, so this is just like be mindful of death and just be aware of the fact that all you fucks that are like little pussies about like this whole like potentially dying thing, like just fucking know that we're so okay with it.
You really think they did this whole video, wrote the whole song,
I don't know,
recorded it in the time of the pandemic?
Dude, I know that's a big thing to say.
Memento Mori is also just a common phrase.
Yeah, bands, a lot of these fucking like underground bands are like definitely doing that.
The song's super weird. It's got a really like singy intro.
Did you listen to it already?
Yeah.
I have not listened to it.
It's from 2 weeks ago.
I don't know. I just feel like it lines up too perfectly with like exactly when like the coronavirus entered Washington State, you know?
Well, they're not from Washington.
I know, but like...
He's like drawing parallels.
I don't know. Yeah, just like the United States is what I should say.
Oh, dude, he's got a mop, just like how
like
we need
virus.
to be cleansed of the virus, man. Like he's washing us of like it's a metaphor for population control.
Damn.
He's cleansing the population right now.
This is a really weird music video just by itself already. Like just some dude like he for some reason chooses to like fill the room up with smoke before he mops it.
He sets up the mood, like the blue light and shit.
Yeah, he is responsible for this environment right now.
That's so funny to
No,
think about.
it's all internal.
Oh, it actually might just be maybe it's just a spooky barbershop because there was skulls and candles. So maybe it's just, maybe it's just a spooky themed candle shop or a barbershop. I mean,
Yeah, but look at him. He is like
he's the least emo dude I've ever seen.
Yeah, he just looks like a.
What the fuck?
He looks like the fucking child of Conan. Fucking Conan. Yeah.
He looks like Conan O'Brien. Who you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, his
Conan
nose?
O'Brien.
He got that broke nose.
Yeah, he's just got that like I'm the fucking son. Look at me,
Hey,
Papa. Are you proud?
How's it going? I am the sun.
I am the son.
I am the sun.
That's what I say when I go anywhere. Anytime. Oh, fucking jump scares in this.
Oh yeah, hi me. I'm the sun. Oh, like
What is this music video?
like the big
man?
one in the sky? No, like I have a dad.
This is like an episode of Scooby Doo, man.
What's your Scooby Doo?
Dude, there's
I am the sun.
like there's actual fucking like Halloween costume monsters just like in a group, like they're a gang, like they've all agreed like we're gonna be friends, we're gonna beat the fuck out of this
Why
kid.
does Randy Blythe look like he would have a tent set up at a crystal convention? Like,
Oh, yeah,
he
dude.
looks like he's got a collection of enchanted
I would
rocks.
definitely buy those fake rocks from him.
Yeah. Randy Blythe
You know he's
is
selling those
low-key
fake ones.
amethyst dealer on the side.
Dude, remember when Rotting Out's vocalist, their straight edge vocalist, got
For
arrested
selling
for
a bunch of weed.
Dude, yeah, he was like not like, yeah, he was just like smuggling it or something.
Dude,
Yeah.
listen, I don't think it's cool to do, but if you're gonna do it, I'd rather you get it from me.
Listen,
It's like the cool mom. Like, if you're gonna get high, at least do it in my house, so I
you
know
think
you're
I'm
safe.
touching that shit?
Yo,
You better listen to my fucking band.
the idea of like, hey man, yeah, here's that fucking half ounce you ordered, and then walking on a stage and going, yo, fuck anyone that's ever done drugs.
Yo, I'm so fucking edge, bro. But swear to God, like,
yeah, I'm vegan.
I need a cup of coffee, or else I'm
slaughterhouse.
gonna fucking shoot myself.
You ever just be a vegan and work at a slaughterhouse?
Dude, a lot of vegans would argue that,
Shut the fuck
like,
up.
even if you're just like working at a place that you're not like personally like touching it or anything, but if you're like, it's kind of the concept of like, if you buy like food from this place,
Just supporting it.
You're supporting like that business that kills animals, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's also just like,
It's not that weird.
fuck, man, how the hell we can't just like be driving an hour to fucking Seattle just to go to Vegan Haven like every day, you know? Like,
that's the bummer about like rural areas. You know, the more country you get, the more
that fucking poor shit,
you
man.
get. Well, not even poor. Like it's a weird crossbreed though. Like because the cities are usually poor, the more rural you get. But then you have these houses that are just like on a bunch of land, you know, and these people that have money, they're just sitting on money and not doing anything with it. There's so many old people that just have a bunch of land and just a bunch of money and just die with it, and it just goes back to the government. Like it just does nothing for the economy. It just sits there and rots. Like
Okay.
cute vibes.
Wow.
Vibes.
Cute queen. Wow. Shit, there was a band I really wanted to show you. I wanted to get your opinion on them.
We just talked about End.
Yeah, I know, but like it was in relation to End. Like I found them by listening to End Radio because I was trying to like just like seek out some new bands that I haven't really like heard of yet.
Okay.
One of the bands that I found within it, I believe it was. Have you heard of Gulch yet?
Hold on.
Whoa, hang on, I gotta type this in or else I will forget it. Go on, speak your fucking mind, little bitch.
Jason Daggett
Whoa.
is right now listening to Foo Fighters.
Dude, I'll screenshot that. Hang on just 1 second. Hang on, everyone. This is really important. This is a good friend of ours.
This is a good friend of ours that his entire time that we have known him, every single person has said, hey, is that Dave Grohl? Is right now listening to Foo Fighters.
I really wish. Oh, wait, shit. Hang on. I gotta hit escape because I gotta get his picture. He's gonna think we photoshopped this. No, bitch. I'm just gonna do a big one.
Yo, Holter out here blasting Gaga, and I respect that.
What kind of Gaga, though? We gotta be real.
Classic Gaga, dude. Stupid Love.
Okay. Fuck it up. Shit.
Fuck it up.
All right. Let's see. What was the song that I listened to? I'm sorry, Jason, but unacceptable behavior on your behalf.
Garth Running, 2 days in a row, listening to Swancore bands for 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Shame on you, Garth, you predictable fuck. All right, so I don't fucking remember the exact song, but let's just go by most popular song.
I'll just pick a song. Hopefully that works.
Just keep playing music until I say I like it.
I'll just play music forever until you say this is cool.
Oh man, shit, that's not too loud in your headphones. Shit, cool. Do or die, you and die. Who? I think the thing that like kind of struck me the most, like upon my memory of listening to them, was like this really like, I don't know, they had a very interesting flow from just the change ups, I guess. Like I really remember their almost like fun guitar parts, you know. Mm-hmm. They just like
instrumentally this is very sick, but this is a big reason I always struggle to get into this genre. It's just vocally I get so not in. That was kind of cool, but like that just peaking like
yeah. It's interesting to see. It's interesting to see new bands like this come up. You know, kids are listening to this shit now.
Yo, play that new Bleed From Within.
Bleed From Within.
Yeah. Bleed From Within is very sick up and coming band. Well, I'm sure they've been around for a while, but I am newly into them, so I'm just gonna be ignorant and call them an up and coming band.
Up and coming band, Bleed.
Yeah, I think it's Into Nothing, maybe. Or just go to their thing. Yeah. Whatever the most recent song is.
What was the song?
Whatever the most recent one is. Probably Into Nothing.
Yes. Into Nothing.
Yeah, it's March 27th. And Bleed From Within has these like classic like As I Lay Dying metalcore vibes. But they also have this new age, like, they break down and shit. It's pretty hype. It's a cool crossover. This is something that, like, a death metal dad would like, but also his son could be like, yo, what are you listening to, Dad? This is kind of hype. And then his dad can go, bleed from within.
Yeah. I'm just looking at all, like, the shit that is in, like, the recommended artists. Like, As Blood Runs Black, like, that's, like, an instant, like, signal. Like, okay, this is some dad metal shit. Like, but respectfully. So, it's not dad rock. It's fucking dad metal. Big difference in respect.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone... I guess new As Blood Runs Black is pretty dad metal.
Yeah.
Like, my fears have become phobias. Allegiance, that is definitely not dad metal.
All shall perish, my friend. Definitely. I would also say, like, All That Remains, for sure.
Oh, All That Remains, definitely. This is, like, all borderline All That Remains with better guitar tone.
Yeah. It's weird to see, like, out of all these bands, like, I mean, I kind of expect Amir a little bit, like, a little suspicious, but, like...
Oh, yeah, dude, I forget. Jason Richardson is in All That Remains now. Isn't that crazy?
What?
That's so weird. I forgot about that.
What is he doing in there? That makes no fucking sense.
Because they're a huge band.
Yeah, but, like...
Makes sense for his career.
I guess, like, for money and shit, but, like... I don't know, like, if All That Remains genuinely asked me... Oh, sorry. If All That Remains genuinely asked me to, like, we fucking need you, we will pay you whatever you fucking want.
Well, dude, Ollie was the lead guitarist, so I think Jason's stepping in as a lead. So he probably gets to write the new shit.
Whoa.
So he's not, like, just, like, a fill-in or, like a bassist or something.
I guess you're right.
He's, like, he might change how they sound.
Damn. That's going to be very fucking interesting now.
For real.
Now that I think about it. But...
Because even on their last release, they were getting a little more, like, influenced by older, like, metalcore even.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think that, like, that contrast, that contrast between, like, just fucking Jason and then that fucking Phil, their vocalist, just, like...
Especially because Phil is, like,
do
super
they get
American.
along, Like, do they talk? Do they hang out? Like, what's going on here? Like...
Dude, honestly, they kind of look related.
Dude, I don't know, man. That's kind of scary that you brought that up.
I'm just saying, like Phil looks like he could be his older brother, like his older brother that went to the military.
Oh yeah,
and then came back and is kind of like a little detached from his brother. Like
absolutely,
because Jason loves like video games and shit, and Phil loves shooting guns.
Yeah.
Like it's it's that contrast of like video game brother that is a musician, and then the patriot brother that drinks Bud Light and crushes the cans on his head.
Oh yeah,
and can grill a mean burger.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Do you listen to the new Acacia Strain?
Comes in waves.
I feel like that's just something that's
not
like,
all the way through, but I've heard a couple of tracks.
Yeah. I feel like that question that I just had for you is like a great example of like me just being social with people.
What is this?
What?
This
is their second EP.
Wait, are you sure it's not the first one and the second
so
one's
the
gonna
first
be called
letter
P?
was D.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Why is
they
that
put
on the
out 2
bottom
songs, and now they put out 2 more songs.
Okay, dude, the Acacia Strain is the only band that does this shit, and I fucking love it.
Isn't it sick?
They did it with the As Above, So Below thing, too.
Let me line this shit up.
You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is like a whole nother level now, though, I would say, because it comes in waves, like...
You think they're going to spell dead or death?
Wait, what?
You think they're going to spell
dead?
Dead
it's going to be
death?
dead for sure. Because it's 2 songs, so 2, 4, 6, 8 at least. I would want 8 for a record, like a trilogy of a record, Well, that doesn't make sense because trilogy is 3, a quadrilogy.
Death would be 11
what the
songs.
Fuck? Yeah.
Quadrilogy.
Die. If it was Die, then
it couldn't be. Why would they start with...
Okay.
Why would they do D-E?
We got to talk about something real quick.
They would do D-E-I?
You ever just, like, look at...
D-I?
Their vocalist and this guy and just, like, get instantly confused.
Is that...
No, that's their...
They have similar glasses.
I think that's their bass player.
That's David Montalvo. And Josh Wildhorn.
Yeah.
At the same time.
But, yeah, fucking... It Comes in Waves was like a smaller scale. So like it's looking like it's a smaller scale of what they're doing with this
I didn't realize
D
that,
and E record.
I didn't realize that the Acacia Strain had spelt out a sentence in their album. That's cool.
Oh, you didn't notice that?
I just haven't, that's what I'm looked at.
That's what I'm referencing here, because like this came out like in 2019, the D record, which for some reason I can't find. Where the hell is it?
You were just on it. You just pointed to it, and then
okay, here we go. This makes more sense. You see this?
Yeah, I wasn't confused by that.
Oh, well, shit.
I was just saying.
I just wanted to like.
I just noticed that they had spelt something in the.
Yeah.
In the last record, because I hadn't looked at the record.
Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, I think it's really interesting in regards to like how significantly different both these records are looking out to be. Like, It Comes in Waves was incredibly like not. I mean, it was heavy, but like it was so like black and doom like focused. There was like crazy sporadic like almost hypnotic, hallucinogenic like moments like in it. Like the intro, there's specific like television, just well, not static, but like when like a channel like we're not going, we're like take it off the air, they cut to fucking like beep like. Like when they used to censor vocalists like on the radio and shit, they just add a beep in.
Right.
People don't remember that shit, but that used to be a thing. Like real fucking bad. American Idiot, like whenever that was on the radio.
God, that was the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, but this new Acacia Strain, it's just, I just bring it all up because I think it's really interesting that they do this really crazy doom blackened, like existential, like fucked up, like just fear of the world, put in that record. And now with this new record, it almost seems like they're trying to continue what they've been doing this whole time. So it's almost as if It Comes in Waves is like this sweet little treat for like some like real OG fans that know what they fuck with, like musically. But at the same time, when I'm listening to the D and the E record, I'm like, okay, fuck yeah. They're like, they're still doing their shit. They're not like just completely changing up. But yeah, there's just like, I don't know, they're just always trying to improve. Like, if something I have definitely noticed is lyrically, their shit is just, it's being pushed to levels that they have not gone before. Like, some of their old stuff is pretty horrific, like spooky shit, but I definitely think rather than just like being like, oh, scary gore in a movie, like they're just like focused on this like life is horrific. And
yeah, they kind of been on that though.
Yeah, like, but not forever. I feel like
Grave Bloom, fucking the Witch album, those are both like ritualistically like the world is fucked and people suck.
Was it really? Maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention to those records. Continent
even is kind of like about like the devastation of the world. Like Vincent's lyrics have always been like super nihilistic.
Yeah.
I think it's more so maybe like this is just when you're getting into the lyrics and you're noticing it.
Oh, it might be. This might be. Maybe I am just not a real one. Everyone, I'm sorry.
Not even of that. Of just like, because musically it's obviously different, but lyrically I think Vincent's always been leaning into that like that dissolute. Like
maybe that's just
sucks.
Me being like a stupid young kid, because I specifically remember watching one of their music videos for, I think it was Send Help. And it was
Is
meant
that
to
goofy ass
Yeah,
one?
it was just so silly.
Is that the Rap Club one?
No, that's Malevolence by what was that fucking band? A Plea for Purging. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've always walked this interesting line. I know that they
have
have
video game
super
merch too. I was like,
songs.
These are just like it's like August Burns Red essentially.
They have that like line of nerd to like really
don't take
gloomy.
anything serious, dude. Like. The cops will never bust down your door and shoot your family.
Oh, that one, the one where he looks like Eric from Tim and Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The bowling alley one, super funny.
Yeah, and keep in mind, like prior to me listening to the Acacia Strain at this point, like my knowledge of them is like Beast, which is a great fucking song still. I bump that song all the time, but like
I feel like this song
it didn't give me that existential. I was more like angry at people,
Right.
you know, rather than internalizing
the older ones definitely.
my insecurities.
This even is like it being called "Send Help" and the song being super goofy and like in a bowling alley, you know, something built to distract you, is almost in a way being like, you know, a commentary on nihilism in general.
Oh yeah.
Of just like,
oh yeah,
look at this. Like we don't. There's nothing better than to just not take it seriously. Like, you know, the end is coming. And we might as well enjoy it. So like, let's go be wacky and not take this seriously. Like this just kind of seems like a way to say like we can do whatever we want and we still like the song is called "Send Help." Like that seems like a pretty gloomy thing to say. And then the track's mad, just like silly, obviously. But I think it's just at the end of the day, this band is very self-aware, but also mad nihilistic.
Oh yeah. You know, when you say it now, it does make like a little more sense to me. Like, I think this is just like a classic case of like me being an underdeveloped like adolescent teenager, just like heavy band. Some girls like that. I like that. Like, yeah.
Casey Strain closed.
What a great way to finish that, man. Yeah. What else you been listening to right now, Austin? Anything off the top of your head? It's okay.
Dude, honestly, I went back and I recently was jamming the Sun Eater album by Job for a Cowboy.
Oh, fuck
it's so sick, dude. I love Davey's vocals in that.
I will never...
Johnny Davey.
Remember when Job for a Cowboy, like, got girls, like, they were, like...
Fucking, they were one of the Hot Topic founders.
Yeah, MySpace, like...
It was Job for a Cowboy, Whitechapel, Chelsea Grin, Black Dahlia Murder are all Hot Topic bands that was the insurgence of that, like, that thing that started, like, this new wave sexist ass, I bet she doesn't even know that song of that band that she's wearing. Like, this, dude. It started with fucking MySpace ass Hot Topic band shirts because the artwork that Dan Mumford put out was so sick that, like, it fit the scene girl aesthetic. You know, they just wore their boyfriend's fucking Dan Mumford shirt because it looked sick, and then it just became the aesthetic.
My God,
it wasn't even about the band. You know, it was just like, oh, my boyfriend listens to this band, and also this is my color scheme. Like, this is hype, and now it's become this like derogatory thing as it's evolved. But at the time, it definitely was, like, I knew a lot of girls that had a Job for a Cowboy shit. I'm like, I've never listened to anything other than Doom. Like, I don't know why I care, but why are you wearing that? And then you're like, oh, it's your ex-boyfriend's? All right, shit, that makes sense. But yeah, Sun Eater, for me, was such a slept-on record. I feel like this record is beyond its time. Like,
I felt that
it came out in 2014.
I felt that way about Genesis and Ruin Nation.
Dude, those
honestly.
Both, Genesis is mad blackened. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's super sick here.
2014, dude. It came out, and it is some shit that I hear popping off like of the past couple years. Like the sound that they have. I hear this like Infinite Annihilator when they put out the Soil. What's the Egg album? The Soil the Stillborn. What's that one called? It's like a really long name, but the Egg
that's,
album.
Infinite Annihilator you're talking about, right?
The album, the purple one with Soil the Stillborn.
The name of that one.
Soil the Stillborn specifically has like some bass parts that are super reminiscent of this album. And there's like a bunch of new age influences that sound similar to this record. And this record did not perform very well when it came out. I feel like it came out
no one. Like,
it came out
I think
like
I saw
3 years too early.
A Guitar World magazine or something, you know, which is like, they're a very technical band, but I mean,
ruined them too.
For what they were known as, like this cute, like MySpace girl with a Job for a Cowboy, like custom shirt made, or like she like will just write it on her hand, you know.
I think the issue
from
was
going
that,
to that to just like balding dudes, to like just that buy Guitar World magazine still, like I love the Van Halen tabs. I really appreciate those.
I think what happened was that, like, if they had come out with another deathcore record, and then did this record in 2016, everything would have been perfect. I think everyone that was still in their phase where they loved deathcore and were like kind of still that scene wave of like, oh yeah, I still really like that deathcore sound of fucking Suicide Silence and shit. You know, it was the hype of like, oh, Mitch is passing, so like everyone was going through that like resurgence for like that year or two of deathcore, and they put this out, and it wasn't like that. You know, it was this progressive ass, really like fun and proggy album with this mad different vocal style than he'd ever done in his other shit, and it wasn't perceived well by deathcore fans at the time because it wasn't, you know, that typical ass deathcore. And then because now like people go back and are like, dude, this album's so good. But at the time, people were like, oh, this isn't what I want. This is like dad metal. This is that death metal shit that like long haired dudes that make fun of me listen to. This is battle jacket metal.
Battle jacket metal.
And then you listen to it now and you're like, yeah, it definitely is, but it's fucking good. Like, it's so good.
Oh,
it's such a perfect crossover band of like.
I think this is just a sign. This would be my advice to anyone younger listening. Like, all the stuff that you hate right now,
eat pasta.
You're gonna fucking love when you're our age. Like, it's just a fact. Like, I remember
your taste changes so
much.
Yeah, I was
absolutely.
talking on stream about that today. Actually, somebody about how kids kind of have this like, I only listen to metal, or I only listen
to metal.
And it's just because it means so much to them right now that they're just like their entire lives are revolving around that. Like, metal saved me, or metal really gets me, and it's giving me a passion and an outlet. So you get really attached to that. But then the longer you're in that music, and the more you meet other people and other artists, and you hang out with other people, and you hear their interests, and you're like, whoa, I kind of like this. This is like, I like this trap song because this trap song because
you have to like no trust me please I don't listen to fucking trap
because
anymore.
the beat, you know, like the bass hits as like a bass drum would hit, you know, like in metal when you do like a double bass hit, like a lot of times you'll hear that in trap drops, you'll hear this bass drum replicated, and I think it's what?
Dude, I remember when like there was actually a short period of time before trap was just like who they are now. Like, people every now and then, like in the scene, I'd like run into some dude that'd just be kind of like, yeah, fucking headstrong. Like, that was that shit that I listened to, as if like they're saying like the same thing, like with how I feel like people are with Linkin Park right now, especially. They're just like, yeah, man, Hybrid Theory, I fucking grew up on that shit. Well, bro, so did you with Trapped and Headstrong. So it's just like to act like you never fucking just listen to that shit while you're watching, you know, like the WWE or something as a kid.
For me, Trapped was always played on Halo 3 montages.
It was forced on me at school by my teacher. Yeah, my teacher was like blasting it, and I was like, damn, like, this is fucking heavy?
This is like horny. Damn.
Guitars? This is kind of close to Pantera, I guess.
Justin Peterson, Trapped as close to Pantera.
Dole, when you're
cancel him.
When you're a freshman in high school and you're using dial-up to get on the internet.
Dude, I get it, man. I listen to "Breathe Your Life Into Me."
Dude, yeah, that song. That's another great song. Absolutely. Dude,
absolutely.
I hear that song come on the weirdest radio stations. Like, I'll just put something on at my work on the Pandora station, and it'll be like a modern artist. And for some reason, it's probably because I have to play like soft, like throwback emo shit. But like, for some reason, that song pops up. From that.
Breathe?
Yeah. Breathe your life.
Breathe into me?
Yeah.
Why not, dude? Bring back Skillet. Bring back Comatose by Skillet.
Oh, God. Are we really about to talk about Skillet right now?
We don't have to.
I was going to say, because I'd be so embarrassed if I had to tell everyone that I have a fat Skillet tattoo on my ass.
I thought it was in your ass.
In the ass. Yeah.
Yeah, Skillet.
Just imagine, like, your lip tattoo is just Skillet. Like, you get one shot, one opportunity. Oh, God. Shit.
Orthodox is sick.
Oh, man. I fucking love... Cool. I was listening to them earlier today. Yeah.
New record that's V-sick.
Dude, I kind of like their record before it a little more.
Joe, let me tell you. I was picking this fucking coke boog out of my nose, Joe. I had this coke booger and this edible, this 9 million
Jesus Christ.
gram
I'll take the
milligram
cigarette out of my
edible.
mouth. Dude, did you listen to the new Space Cowboy yet? Oh my God, let me play it for you. It's so.
I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm just so excited for you to hear it because
Stop.
dude, this
You
shit.
look so hurt. What?
Dude, this shit makes me think of some of the first shows I ever went to as a kid. And I know they have that thing going for them. The whole, like, I've heard they are bringing Screamo back, like actual, like seeing kids Screamo back.
Bringing Screamo
multiple
back.
times from multiple different people.
Yeah.
But I was never sold on, like, I always got that, like, they are a hardcore band kind of vibe. But this song in particular, like, it just brought me back. I think it's the guitars. They do like that chug, 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 harmony thing. Like they're using octaves, you know?
Can I get
like
a shirt that says that? Chug, 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 harmony.
What I mean by harmony is like,
I didn't question what you meant. I just said it would be a funny quote on a shirt.
yeah, it is a really like ridiculous way to describe music, but yeah, it just brought me back. I don't know. I felt like I was at the karate dojo, the old karate dojo, and we were putting a show on at the building, and everyone was just like sitting arms across. Well, like
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about like how this band makes me feel like I'm seeing the first emo band that I'm ever going to see as a kid, you know.
Oh.
Did you not know what I was talking about?
No. I was trying to listen to the song. It's so quiet. I can't hear
Oh, it's
anything.
so quiet. Sorry. It's so fucking loud in my headphones. Here,
So we need to fix that.
I'll just turn my shit down a little bit. That way I can kind of hear the conversation. But, oh shit, I didn't even turn it up. There we go. That should be better. But yeah, this shit just makes me think of some of the first shows I ever went to.
It's like nostalgic emo.
Yeah, but it's sick as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weird thing. Like, most people are just like, oh, that was a silly time in my life. Like, I can't believe I really liked Drop Dead Gorgeous or something like that.
Dude, emo and scene is on a comeback right now. It's gonna be huge this year. It's this e-girl wave. It's hitting this like thing where girls are like, yo, I'm gonna make an OnlyFans, and you know what? I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. And you know what I want to do? I want to be a scene girl again. And it's like, it's just gonna make people be like, yeah, I missed that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then we got music like this with people like, oh, we about to see a color explosion, dog. I don't think it's gonna be the same. I think it's gonna evolve. Like, I think e-girl is technically the new scene girl, but
yeah.
I think there's this new wave though of like e-girl emo, you know, because there's like different types of e-girl.
I don't think e-girls even really know what like a scene girl really was. They just assume that scene girls were emo
types
girls.
of e-girl. It's like e-girl's gonna be an umbrella term soon, because e-girl is just like, you know, like a presence online essentially that acts like in a pixie-esque manner. I would say.
Yeah.
But there's so many different types of them.
But isn't this sick? This outro.
This is cool. Yeah,
It's
this
so,
sounds
like,
I
emotional.
feel like I've heard this, but I know I haven't. Obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that
Don't you just
nostalgic
feel like
fit.
you're at like a local show? Like you're
Definitely,
16.
yeah. The local show vibe.
Yeah.
This like, you know what it is?
What?
This is the band you hear like one night on tour where you're like, yo, who was that one band we
Yeah.
played with in
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Kentucky? Like,
Yeah.
who was that
The
three-piece?
only difference is like this band is consistently touring versus just playing that one show and like, you know, waking up to go work their like
It's if it's
10-hour day at their day job, you know?
See You Space Cowboy is just if that one sick local band actually got their shit together.
Oh, yeah.
Like, did you ever listen to Sea of Teeth? They were a local band.
The name sounds familiar, but I cannot
like-
for sure say.
From like early high school days. They were very sick, and they kind of have that sound, like real shrieky highs, like that emo, like whiny high scream, with that really just like dope tappy progressive guitar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Very what's it called? Sasscore.
Damn, I don't even think they're on Spotify.
No, they wouldn't be. They were before.
They were just like a
came out.
sick ass band that we played with at some point?
No, we didn't play with it. This was like way before.
Oh, this is just like...
This is a band that I found because this is like a Solemn Goodbye days, like high school. Like this band had a demo at Hot Topic, like just like a stack of demos that they left at my local Hot Topic, and I took one home because they were free, and it was a 3-song demo, and it was so good. I remember me and my friend Patrick talking about it for so long because we were like, yo, this one local band is so good, and they just broke up like one day. It just was like, all right, fuck, that sucks. The band was really hype.
I think we got to talk about how
Fight
Kubla Khan's now Kubla Khan's Absolute record is, at least for me, the record that it just puts together so well all this like chaos that's going on in the world right now in terms of like this coronavirus thing. Like the lyrics
You're just connecting everything to the virus.
Dude, well, it's like this whole record just completely dives into just human nature. Right. And just how it affects like how we think about how we feel and shit. And some of the shit we do is 100% in response to just like this like sense of nature, like in us as humans, you know? But it's like you listen to this record and it's so covered up by like all this heaviness and just really aggressive vocals. You just assume that it's just like a tough song, and it is a tough song, but he really is just kind of like going into the human brain and just being like, listen, like there's a reason like I'm the way I am. It's because like I'm always like training for the day that like, you know, the fucking public freak out and the government realizes they have no control over, you know, just people.
And he's always been a very honest lyricist.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this record especially just really speaks to the current state of, you know, where human life is at right now.
Mankind, dog, that's how we always been.
Yeah.
Nothing new. We're just seeing it in person. This is what history's been teaching us. Like that's why if you watch this video, there's tons of footage being used because it's already happened a bunch of times. You know, this is the true nature of mankind is this uninterrupted chaos.
But isn't it weird that that's like for some people like how they find out about all this crazy shit that happens in the world? You know,
just through music,
just like music videos, especially having like actual shots of just.
I feel like some people are put off by it because they think it's like
gross
you're trying to make me feel. You're trying to force feelings on me, and I don't need to see that to know that it's real. Like, I know it's happening. It's like, you know, that's ignorant kind of bubble. I'm in a bubble view. Yeah. Like, if you can't face it, then it's kind of like implying that you are just turning a blind eye to it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
God!
Yeah.
But yeah, this was our dive into music. This has been fun. Got a little scattered a couple times, but overall it was pretty interesting. Hope you guys enjoy our first podcast. Yeah. Tommy Pickles here with a podcast. This has been DickeyTime, and we're going to talk about any and all things. You know, we got music. We see some fun-ass movies together. Maybe we'll talk about The Lighthouse sometime. We're going to be doing some commentary tracks as well as the podcast on here too, where we watch the movies together and do commentary tracks. So if you guys enjoyed this, drop a subscribe, follow on the podcast nets and all that shit. Appreciate the hell out of you.
Yeah, this
Justin,
is fun.
Got any final closing thoughts?
No. I'm just
big chilling.
It's just big chilling, working on just finishing up some of this new music.
New Fly. New Fly 2020 coming at you. Hate saying shit like that, but we like this new stuff really is spectacular. The music video, especially like that we're about to hit y'all with, is been so long in the making. Oh yeah, and it is worth. It's so hype.
Yeah, we've just been working on it for fucking ever. Yeah. Like,
got a ton of new music though because of it.
Yeah,
we were able to work on our craft in the meantime. Luckily,
it really was just like, I'm glad that it took this long, essentially, because
we were able to go through some personal shit.
Yeah, well, I think about
how a better headspace.
I think about how like bad the record would probably be if we just rushed this shit, you know. Like we got a lot to say, but honestly, like what good is that if you don't experience it, you know, like firsthand?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Plus, artistically, like it helps to have this new perspective. I feel like you've gone through a lot recently that has helped give you this new clarity.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A new refounded passion, you know.
Absolutely.
Sometimes people get this stagnancy in life and they start to be like, "Well, I got to focus on what matters," and then once you really break that down, you're like, "What does that mean? Does it mean that I have to get a house and I have to get married and I have to have a kid and then I have to give up on my hopes and dreams to provide for this kid and wife?
Yeah.
Or does it mean I do what makes me happy, find internal happiness, pursue something that I love, and then try my hardest to generate income out of that thing that I love, and then maybe if a family comes with that, but it's all about that understanding and shit, and it's a great point to hit that point."
Oh yeah, I definitely would say like I'd agree with that statement. Our new shit is just like it almost feels like, especially lyrically, like you and I have really like hit this click where we're just like we both like kind of know that feeling. Why don't we like just talk about it as friends and like put it in a song? Like that makes sense to me. Like
right.
I want to feel that.
Definitely. Yeah, it's been so fun writing again. I had it felt like a 2-year block where I just had nothing to write about. Not even that I had nothing to write about, more so I didn't have the passion or desire to write about anything. So I just didn't write for a long time, and then I did this EP with Jacob and kind of wrote more fantasy stuff, and that was fun, but it still didn't really feel that. But now that we've been doing this new flag, like I'm so inspired in writing again. It's been so fun to write. I've written 2 new songs very recently, and it felt so good. I'm probably gonna do a new trap song soon for the Grizzy D stuff because I'm just feeling writing right now.
Yeah.
But I have some other projects I need to get out.
Yeah. If it wasn't for just all these vocal sessions that we've been having, I know for a fact I'd be like just picking up my guitar, just like writing something out, because I feel that inspiration more so now than ever, you know.
The desire's in my bones.
Yeah.
All right, Shaw. Appreciate the hell out of you. Thanks for sticking with us this long on the first episode.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. See you on the next weeks.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.